And I have a voice.
The anonymous name this person chose is Safoano. I was a child of about 10 years old. My parents were both corporate people who worked in a very quiet working class community in the eastern region. Since my parents were mostly out, I was often left with a maidservant. She was mostly the only one at home with me. One hot afternoon, not sure if it was after school or not, because it was because if it was on the weekend, I'm wondering where my parents were. It is quite foggy to tell where they were, but I remember I wanted to go out to play. She refused and I wouldn't budge. I insisted on going out to play. After a long tussle with her, she put the keys to the door in her vagina and asked me to take it out. I did, and that's what started my sexual relations with her. At some point, I thought it was okay, that it was our tiny little secret. I enjoyed it till she was changed and we got another house help whom I thought was boring. I tried to get her to do those things with me too, but she seemed a bit not as interested as the other one, even though she did participate in some things with me too. I became heavily addicted to pornography growing up, till it wasn't exciting or arousing to me anymore. I started watching the weirdest of porn journeys to get some arousal. But thank God I am married now, expecting our child. When I think back to this experience, I realize I was abused, and that shouldn't have happened because I was a child, and even though my kid brain thought I was in control, I really wasn't. I was just a child. I feel like a lot of men would relate to this particular story, and that's why we chose it. Whenever we share stories or we have conversations around male sexual abuse, a lot of men say, yes, I kind of experienced these things as a child, but I enjoyed it, I liked it, I was in control. But really, you weren't. You were a child, and that shouldn't have happened to you, and that's final. The adults in the situation took advantage of you, and it is something that you should probably get some help on. Because sometimes when we are affected in these types of ways, we do not even realize that this is the source of it, because we do not even do the acknowledgement that this is something wrong that has happened to us. So we cannot even know where to go to start doing the work. So if you're listening to this and probably have had similar experiences, you need to acknowledge and sit in your truth to knowing that it shouldn't have happened, and that adult in that situation is the one responsible for something as bad as that happening to you.
And I have a voice. And I'm gonna let